Hello and welcome back. Now today I've got a kind of fun little exercise you can do. You know those times when you're feeling really draggy and tired and frazzled and overwhelmed by life, and you just want to, head for the duvet, but you've got work to do, or you need your wits about you, and responsibilities or whatever. Now, most of us have a habit, we'll reach for some caffeine or chocolate or something like that. We'll reach for some quick sugar or caffeine type substance, or cigarettes, or whatever it is that you use to get you through those times when you just need a boost. And I want to encourage you to just play about with another option, which I've been playing about with recently, and I've found it actually works really quite well. It's to do with, we've talked in the past about how there's an energy exchange from you to people and places, and the same way back again. So what we want to do is to use this consciously, to actually take 5 minutes. If you can get outside, that's great, because outside, the ocean or the trees or the sky or the sun, or even just birds and garden, pets. If you can take yourself outside, I believe that the energy is much more powerful outside. If you're able to go barefoot, not all of us are in your climate, then go barefoot, get outside, and start breathing. Start consciously using your imagination or your intention. Start consciously intaking energy from your surroundings in some way. So you would be choosing a source, or just opening yourself up to the energy of the universe. It's really all about intention. You can picture energy being drawn up from the earth through your feet, whether you're wearing shoes or not. You can just be like breathing, and as you breathe, you're imagining light coming up from the earth and shooting up your legs. And although this may seem a bit random, maybe a bit silly or daft to you, just by imagining that, you will actually be getting, it's like you're plugging into a source of energy. You can also look at a tree and consciously ask the tree to send you some energy. And if you can picture your energy field sort of reaching up and out towards the tree, and the tree's energy field coming towards you, and there being this exchange and this sort of meeting up in the middle, there will be energy. The tree is happy to share its energy. It's plugged in and grounded in the earth, and it's just, it has an abundance of universal energy to share. It just needs to be triggered. It as part of its purpose in life, is sitting there emanating spiritual energy and grounding, and locking in the energy. It attracts energy from the sun and the rain, and all these places are coming into the tree, and also up from the roots. So trees and plants are all wonderful sources of energy when you're short of energy. You can also be taking maybe some nice water, filtered water, or if you can get it, spring water, and you can be putting intention into this water that it's going to give you energy. And it's as if it unlocks something in the cells of the water. It activates them. It makes them more potent than if you just drink water without having that pre-thought. Also, if you can move water, if you can shake it up or swirl it, you will find that amplifies its ability to be active in its purpose in your body. It does something, it wakes it up a little bit, and it's better for you. Also, if you can pop a crystal into your water, you activate the crystal, you activate the water, you're drinking the water, wowza, that water becomes just medicine to your system. So I want you to practice. Now, okay, that's if you can get outside. If you have, a little bit of time, 5, 10, 15 minutes, you will find your energy shifts just by getting outside. The sun is a wonderful source of energy. It's pouring out. It's a solar gate. It pours down energy onto the planet. High vibration, healing, nourishing, energizing type particles are coming from the sun. So if the sun is in sight, or in the it's in the daytime, you can be looking towards where the sun is, and you can be mentally linking with the sun. And again, I use the breath. You're breathing it in, you're visualizing the energy coming to you. You can see it hitting your body. It lights up the cells of your body, and you're going to just very quickly feel much more energized. If you're in the house, you can be working with crystals that have been energized. You can be working with water. You can be walking about barefoot. If you've got any kind of natural wooden floors, or even slate floors or anything like that, good. If you haven't, that's okay. Just imagining the roots going down into the earth through the floor of your house or the room you're in. Just picture yourself plugging into the earth, and picture the energy coming up and into you. And I want you to start going about, and say you're the opposite. Say you wake up and you're feeling absolutely amazing, and you don't need energy, you're all functioning at your optimum. Then you might play about with the idea of sending energy places, sending it to people who are far away from you, or sending it to pets, or sending it to projects. I want you to become empowered with how you're working with the energy. It's not a sort of, we keep it kind of locked away in a box and bring it out if somebody's poorly or whatever. Actually, it should be an organic thing that you're doing naturally. As you go through your day, you should be my friend, the medium, she used to walk along Blackpool Prom, and she said that she would look, and if she saw some really young, healthy people, because she was quite elderly when I knew her, she would go, and she would just suck a bit of their energy from them. That sounds a bit nasty. I do admit that at the time I was, is that ethical, But basically she was doing God's work. She was a healer. And obviously all her psychic work and things that she was doing, very worthy. And she was extremely frail in her old age. She'd had quite a hard life and was physically very frail. And these people that she was accessing the energy from, they were actually fine big young men or whatever that were, they wouldn't have missed it, it wasn't taken to any degree of making others weak, but you can do that. If you were a bit immoral, you could picture energy coming from someone to you if you needed it. But I don't really recommend that in a nasty way, but in a desperate sort of situation, or it's worth bearing in mind that the energy is abundant around you in the world. I would rather have took it from the sea, or the sky, but I'm still a novice. I don't really understand all the rules, and my friend did understand a lot of the rules, and I say fair dues to her. But basically there's this freedom that we have, and a creativity that we have with how we're working with energy in a much more widespread way than I have ever done in the past. It's a dance, you can be drawing it in and sending it out and playing with it and putting it into energy medicine balls and whacking it on people, and it's just all there. It's just it is a huge field of energy which is there, intended for us to be creators on the earth, and to do good work with it, you know, to keep ourselves healthy and to help others when they need it, to raise up the general vibration of the entire planet. You can be doing this on a small scale, sitting in your garden, looking at, you know, don't look right at the sun because that might be a bad idea, but if you look near to the sun and you're imagining the energy coming to you, or you're looking at the blue sky, I think the blue sky is full of energy. You're looking at a tree, you're looking at a plant, you're looking at a pet bouncing about full of energy, whatever, it's all, or just at the earth, and picturing the energy just drawing right up as if you have roots deep into it, because energetically you do. You know, we can be having so much more freedom and fun and self-expression working with this energy. We're just waking it up to all the different ways we can use it, and how it can be a very useful tool for us in our everyday life and function. When I wake in the morning now, I had been doing, I don't do it every day because I'm not very good with routines at the minute, but I can access things when I remember them. I think, I'll do this. And I do a lot of Donna Egan's energy exercises. She's got that sort of 5-minute daily exercise routine she does first thing in the morning, which I have done for spans of time and I think is very worthy and very good. And I also do, my next video is going to be an exercise Dr. Sue Morter does, and I'll explain that a wee bit more deeper to you. Again, it's for managing your energy, that one, and your life. And there's a lady, Sandra Walters. I'm doing a course of hers at the moment. She's at another level of energy medicine to anything I've ever encountered before. It's very complex, and I'm finding it challenging to wrap my head around, but I'm also finding that the bits I'm understanding, the pieces that are fitting into place, are pretty potent, and they're working very well. And I recently did a lesson with her where she's running energy through the toric field. This toric field is sort of how we process energy. It's, you know, you hear about the aura and the central core channel. Well, the toric field is a very vibrant, moving energy system that powers the body, and what it does is it takes in information from the environment and it sort of channels it through. It comes up and down at the same time, and it if it's balanced, it's on either side of your body, so it's moving, constantly moving, either up and down at the same time. So you can imagine it's quite a lot happening with this toric field, and it can get quite big. One of the light worker practices is in fact to imagine it getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because then you're processing a lot of the lower energies over a bigger area. You can be picturing it across your town, across, you know, your country, across the world. We're powerhouses. We're actually very potent energy workers. We just think kind of small. So initially what you need to do is start playing about with your sort of personal space and imagining this energy moving up and around, you know, up and around, and you're practicing this energy and you're speeding it up and you're speeding it up, so you're activating your toric field to ramp up and move faster and process quicker, and then you picture it going in the opposite direction, because it has this dual action. So it's coming down, and you can expand the size of that as you're imagining it in your mind, so you're expanding it out, and then you can picture one toric field going up this way and another one coming down and around, and then you switch them and you can play about with them, and by the time you stop doing that after a few minutes, you will feel very energized indeed. Your toric field will be all bring it on, you know, you'll be ready for anything. So I want to just encourage you, not just to be aware that you have this energy dynamic going on about you, but to start to constructively play with it. And play's the word. It's not a big heavy business here. It is try your own little experiments, try interacting with different things in your world and see how it's impacting your own energy levels. If you're feeling lighter, if you're feeling happier, if you're feeling more peaceful and calm, how is it affecting you? Give it a go and let me know how you get on. And with that, I'll say take care and God bless, and I'll speak to you again soon.